Mother's Day lets us touch into one of those deep, beautiful places in the experience of spiritual growth. As we do this journey within, whether through the meditation or the music or the thoughts that are shared, I invite you to touch the magnificent spiritual being that you are. Thank you for being with us.
Please stand up and sing with us. We are all connected. You feeling it? Feeling connected? I'm connected to this side.
Hello.
And that side actually is. We are all connected by the air we breathe in, by the love we're feeling. We are all connected by the air we breathe in, by the love we're feeling. Ooh, we are one, yeah. We are all connected by the air we breathe in, by the love we're feeling. Love, love. We are all connected by the air we breathe in, by the love we're feeling. We are all connected by the air we breathe in, by the love we're feeling. We are all connected by the air we breathe in, by the love we're feeling. Smile.
Okay, remain standing and join us in singing A Woman Feels Her Power.
So when does she feel her power?
When her voice is being heard.
When her voice is being heard.
Yes. You're going to sing with me. What I'm singing, you're going to keep singing that, okay?
Here you go. Karen Drucker did this. Listen, 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 listen.
A woman feels her power when her voice is being heard. Woman feels her power when her voice is being heard. So listen, 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 listen. A woman feels her power when her voice is being heard. A woman feels her power when her voice is being heard. So listen, 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 listen. A woman feels her power when her voice is being heard. A woman feels her power when her voice is being heard. So listen, 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 listen. A woman feels her power when her voice is being heard. Woman feels her power when her voice is being heard. Oh, listen, 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 listen. A woman feels her power when her voice is being heard. A woman feels her power when her voice is being heard. So listen, 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 listen. A woman feels her power when her voice is being heard. Woman feels her power when her voice is being heard. So listen.
Will be healed by the
Listen.
women of the world.
Listen.
Will be healed by the
Listen.
women of the world.
A woman feels her power when her voice is being heard. Woman feels her power when her voice is being heard. So listen.
Will be healed by the
Listen.
women of the world.
Listen.
Will be healed by the
Listen.
women of the world.
Listen. 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 Listen.
You may be seated.
So join me in welcoming, and don't tell anybody this, our two favorite people, Narayan and Janet. And we've got great music lined up for you, so you're going to really enjoy it. And they have CDs out on the patio. Make sure you stop by their table. Take some of their music home with you. They are phenomenal. They really are.
Can I say something about that?
Yes.
We are so on the verge. I know some people have been waiting. It's been like a 2-year birthing of our new CD, and it's not quite ready yet. We're on the verge. Any of you who want to do a pre-order, you can do that. But we also have a chant CDs available for $10, so of all of our chants.
Okay. So they have a sale. We like sales. Join me in welcoming our friends online. Would you turn to the camera and let's say good morning, happy Mother's Day. We're delighted to have you with us. If you are ever in our neighborhood, drop in and let us meet you in person. Your presence is a gift to us. Thank you for being here. My name is Sheila Gautreaux. I'm one of your ministers here at Unity of Walnut Creek, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to our service. If you are new to Unity, it is also my pleasure to welcome you and invite you on our spiritual journey. Unity is a positive path for spiritual living. It is the journey to the depths of our being and connecting with that one presence and one power that is the God within us. We are founded on prayer. We also observe and support every theology. We believe that there is only one presence and one power in the universe, but we believe that there are many paths to that one God. And in our prayer ministry, Unity has been praying with millions of people 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for over 125 years. And we pray affirmatively through the yes action of the mind, the yes aspect of God. Let us join together for an experience of Unity's affirmative prayer by saying together our opening statement. Together, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Let's breathe that in. Breathe it in through our hearts. Let us know this truth for ourselves so that we can share it with others. And again, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. And we take that in even more deeply, and we allow it to extend outward from us, outward, filling this room, spilling over to our friends online, and moving across our oceans and over our mountains, touching every heart that beats. And once more, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. And we hold this truth to be self-evident. And we are grateful. Would you say that with me? We are grateful. And so it is. Please remain seated and join Narayan and Janet in preparing for our time of meditation by singing in this moment, in this place.
In this moment, in this place, in the stillness of our open hearts, we have come to share the presence of the God within and to hold a sacred space in this moment at this time where we feel the oneness of all. We have come here to build a sanctuary of love in this moment, in this place, in this moment, in this place.
As we step into this time of meditation, I'd like to invite our heart minister, Marian Crew, to read our community prayer.
Prayer for our mothers. O God, Mother and Father to us all, we are so grateful for your creation called Mother, from whom we are born and have our physical being. Thank you. We are so grateful for the love, comfort, wisdom, and support that was there to sustain us. Thank you. We are so grateful for fathers and others who lovingly took on the role of mother to fill the void when called. Thank you. Thank you for the gift of mothers everywhere, and may they know the depth of our appreciation on this Mother's Day, and so it is.
And so we settle in, allowing the seat to hold us. And if you feel comfortable, closing your eyes to shut out any visual distraction and connecting with the music.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly
And we enter that land of the perfect lullaby, connecting with the divine mother of our being, that nurturing, loving, protecting, comforting, and supportive presence in which we live and move and have our being. And we connect with the sacred chant, that Om Mother. Om Mother, Om Father divine, forever calling me home. Please join us. Om Mother, Om Father divine, forever calling me home. Om Mother, Om Father divine, forever calling me home. Once more. Om Mother, Om Father divine, forever calling me home. And as we open our hearts, we open the door to the sacred sanctuary of home. Where we settle in to that beautiful divine mother presence. We honor you, divine mother. We honor all that you are, all that you have been, and all that you will be for us in our lives. In our times of challenge, you were there to support us. In our times of tears shed, you were there to comfort us. In those times we found ourselves in fear, you were there to protect us. In our times of celebration, we fell into your joy. In those times when we could not find our way, your wisdom was there to lead, guide, and direct us. We honor you, Divine Mother. We allow the love that continually flows from you has you through our hearts to sustain us each and every moment of each and every day. We surrender to your will and your way, that we may be guided to what you would have us do, where you would have us go, what you would have us say, and to whom you would have us say it. We snuggle in now before the warming fireplace of your love. And surrender to the joy of being close to you as we rest in the silence. Beloved God, Mother and Father to us all, we are grateful for the flowing power of this divine mother love that pours itself out upon the earth, blessing, healing, and restoring our beautiful Mother Earth. That flows out into our lives, our communities, our nation, and our world. We are so grateful. For we could not imagine our lives without your divine mother love. We know that divine mother love flows through our hearts, enfolding and blessing the world. Divine mother love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Please join me. Divine mother love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Again, divine mother love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Once more. Divine mother love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Om Mother, Om Father Divine, forever calling me home. And so it is. Amen.
If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't
We're going to do an invocation to the divine feminine, giving tribute to goddesses of different traditions. The words are Om Namo Mama Dev Namo, and we invite you to sing on the responses. It's call and response. Saraswati Namo. Om Namo Saraswati Namo. Om Namo Saraswati Namo. Om Namo Saraswati. Mama Day, Mama Day, Mama Day, Mama Day, Mama Day. Om Namo Tara Namo.
Thank you, Narayan and Janet, for inspiring us this morning. Happy Mother's Day, lovelies. It's good to see you guys. My name is Sion, and it's my pleasure to highlight events for you today. Join Reverend David in 2 weeks as our Unity campus becomes a retreat center. We will journey within, connect together, enter the silence, and experience the power of prayer and song. Give this beautiful gift to your soul. Sign up in the book center or online. Want a great gift for mom today? Our Unity youth have designed and painted beautiful pots of flowers. They are on the patio today and next Sunday. Your donations will go to the Youth Education Department. As a reminder, the Radical Forgiveness Support Group meets this Wednesday evening. I would now like to invite to the platform Reverend David.
Good morning. So, reminder, first of all, for those in the Sunday afternoon prosperity class, you aren't meeting today. It's Mother's Day. And next Sunday, we have a very special experience that I really wanted to share with you. Dr. Roland McCrady, who is the Director of Research from the Institute of Heart Math and Director of Research for the Global Coherence Initiative, will be with us. He'll be here at our services, and will also be doing a workshop with us from 2 to 4 o'clock. Roland has been at the forefront of the discovery of the transformative nature within humankind. And it's his research that has really brought us many of the discoveries we've shared here, and the research into the intuitive, the research into the transformational, and the research into our oneness is probably the leading authority in the world in each of these beautiful areas. So a tremendous opportunity to experience with him. And he has a set of monitoring stations around the world where right now they are recording and studying the wave patterns upon the planet and how they interact with human consciousness. So tremendous opportunities. So if you've got friends that are interested in this, wonderful chance to bring them and share this very dynamic experience. So I look forward to sharing it with you next week.
I would now like to invite Carl Jansen to the platform.
Good morning and happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Carl.
I am a member of the ministerial search team, and one of the things that we're doing right now for the next 2 weeks is inviting all of you, encouraging all of you to fill out one of these surveys. They're in the bulletin today, and they're available on campus for people who aren't here. Tell all your friends to get one. Turn them in no later than the 22nd. And when you go to turn them in, there's a beautiful floral box that says completed surveys. There's one in the foyer, there's one in the bookstore, and there's one in the community room where you can turn them in. And this is your opportunity, at least initially, to really give us some feedback as to what qualities you'd like to see in a new senior minister. So please get them in and look for people with our little binoculars on. Those are members of the search team, and you can ask us questions or say hello to us. Thank you.
I invite you now to take a brief moment to greet those immediately around you. Thank you.
Repeat after me. Love is the power of the universe.
Love is the power of the universe.
There you go. You know the song now.
This is a declaration of recognition.
Love is the power of the universe. 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 Yeah, talk about love. 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 It's the power of the universe. Yeah, baby. This is Narion's mom's favorite song.
Well, was. She passed away 3 weeks ago. And I got to be with her, and it was incredible, a wonderful experience. And she's transitioned into a beautiful place. This was her favorite song.
This is for you, Bonnie.
If I say to you, Mama, don't feel blue, we both might get a little blue. But if I say, let's have a day of love today, love will find a way. And if we say to you, stop the fighting now, we'd still be fighting you somehow. But if we give you love, our differences allow, love comes through us now. Yes, love will find a way. Love will find a way. Yes, love will find a way. Like a river, it finds its way between. Like the sunlight, it sparkles in the stream. Like the future, it started as a dream. Love will find a way. And if we say today, let's give our love away, invite our friends to do it too. Come on, friends. Friend to friend, send to send, there'll be no end. Love will find a way. Yes, love will find a way. Love will find a way. Yes, love will find a way. Like a river, it finds its way between. Like the sunlight, it sparkles in the stream. Like the future, it started as a dream. Love will find a way. Love will find a way. Love will find a way now. Love will find a way. Like our future, it's starting as a dream.
Thank you, thank you. Beautiful. Well, happy Mother's Day. So this gives us a chance on this day to acknowledge these wonderful beings that are mothers in our world. So let's have all the mothers stand up. Hooray! Thank you. Yes. Hey. Now, just the grandmothers. Just grandmothers. Okay. All the grandmothers. Okay, thank you. Okay. Great grandmothers. All right, great grandmothers. Oh, what a beautiful thing. I remember that Mother's Day I particularly think of as the time when I get the kids ready to make breakfast for Mom. And they're little, so proud. They'd bring the tray up and, breakfast in bed for Mom. And then Mom would get up and clean up after it. So there's lots of feelings, but the truth is there's so much involved in what comes up in different ways and different experiences of Mother's Day. So I want to acknowledge that in a little broader way. So to those who gave birth this year to their first child, we celebrate you. To those who have lost a child, we mourn with you. To those who are in the trenches with little ones every day and wear the badges of food stains, we appreciate you. To those who experienced loss through miscarriage, through failed adoptions, abortion, or running away, we mourn with you. To those who walk the hard path of infertility, fraught with the pokes and prods and tears and disappointment, we walk with you. To those who are foster moms, mentor moms, grandmother moms, and spiritual moms, we need you. And to those who have warm and close relationship with your children, we celebrate with you. To those who have disappointment, heartache, and distance from their children, we ache with you. To those who have lost their mothers this year, we grieve with you. To those who experienced abuse at the hands of their mothers, we acknowledge your experience. To those who have lived through driving tests, medical tests, and the overall testing of motherhood, we are better for having you in our midst. To those who are single and long to be married and mothering their own children, we mourn that life has not turned out the way you longed for it to be. To those who step-parent, we walk with you on that complex path. To those who envisioned lavishing love on grandchildren, yet that dream is not to be, we grieve with you. And to those who have emptier nests in this upcoming year, we grieve and rejoice with you. To those who are pregnant with new life, whether expected or surprised, we anticipate with you, for this is Mother's Day. We walk with you. Mothering is not for the faint of heart, and we have heroes in our midst. We treasure you. I was talking with my twin sister, and we were remembering a few things yesterday. We remembered an experience with my mother and our little brother. Little brother was called Tommy at that point in his life. Not at this point, but at that point. And Tommy, I think, was about somewhere like 3 or 4 years old. And my mother shared the experience of being in the backyard, and our house connected directly to the school. So she remembered looking over, and there was little Tommy at the edge of our yard, which was his boundary, looking at the school, and he looked back at her with one of those looks that she knew she better get moving. And the minute she did, he was off as fast as he could run, got over the school, looked behind, she was still coming. So he took off and he went around the corner of the building. So Mom's makes it to the corner of the building, turns it, and there's Tommy at the next corner, and he's looking back to see if she's there. And as soon as he sees her, wow, around the corner, down the next side of the school, she makes it to the corner, she turns, and there he is at the next corner, looking back to see if she's following. And a minute she does, he's off around that next one. They went around the school 3 times. On the last time around, the children were at the windows watching them. So when Tommy finally gets around to that point where he's where he can see home there, he stops and he just waits, and Mom comes up and he just lifts his hand up and she takes his hand, and they go home together. Remembering that, I realize how, with this divine presence, how many times I've probably done that in my life. Headed off on my own because I was going to be on my own, and yet I always knew that there was this which was going to show up, and when I was finally ready, put up my hand and take that hand and head home to where I needed to be. In Unity, we use the term Mother God. We use Father, Mother, God because we realize in the Gospels, Jesus uses the term Father. And my understanding of that is it's because he was showing the authority, because in Judaism, authority passed from the Father to the Son. And that was the way in his reference to God, he was using it with that reference to authority. But in fact, as we look at the experience of the divine, much of it is that which we associate with mother. It's that care, it's that nurturing, it's that very personal support and understanding of who we are that just so naturally fits that idea of mother. When I think of that Mother God, that image, and how we experience that, it's that picture to me of that reaching up and taking that hand, knowing it's going to be there, and it's time to go home. It's just that right in that moment, or whatever we are, whether we're tearing away as fast as we can, we are loved. That's what we are as children of God. We are loved by that divine presence unconditionally, no matter what we do, no matter how hard we run away. We are loved without condition all the time. I am loved right now. Join me. I am loved right now. Yeah. I am loved right now. Feel that presence right here, right now. Again. I am loved right now. When we, in our house, I have had the real great gift over the last few years. Our daughter Anna, her husband Chris, and their little girl Kira live with us. So there's been this marvelous energy that has now grown to being a big 5-year-old. Okay, and one of the things I've gotten to see, not only just appreciating little Kira, but I've loved watching how Anna looks at her. That pure love of a mother for her child. Wow, it's such a beautiful thing. And I realized, there's those wonderful moments when it's so easy for that. She's singing, she's laughing, she's dancing, she's playing, and then there's the other moments when the world isn't behaving the way and she just decides that a temper tantrum is the best way to rectify that, and she loses it all. And there's that mother looking at her with such love, such understanding, to just take and, again, enfold her in that love. Hold her in that love. That is how we are held all the time, even in our biggest temper tantrums. That love is why we call this divine presence, divine mother, Mother God. It's unconditional. There is no limit to it. You are loved all the time. Join me. I am loved all the time. Again, I am loved all the time. You're right now, this very moment. I am loved all the time. I am loved right now. I am loved right now. I am loved right now. Watching our daughters with the children has been such fun. But part of what I see in their parenting is the wonderful love that they've gotten from Catherine. And one of the things that I watched and realized as they were growing was that she had a gift that I didn't have. She always knew and understood what they were about and what they needed, even when they didn't have a clue. When they were little and it was frustrating or something wasn't working right, she understood. She was there. She responded so personally, so directly, with that sense of each one, and our children are so very different. That understanding, that care, is another one of those things that if you look and realize that's what happens to you from this spiritual presence, from this spiritual love for you. When you need that guidance, it's there. What you need is immediately present. All you have to do is ask. And be willing for a moment to give up. I'm going to do it my way anyhow. One of the beautiful things when I look back on Jesus' experience is that the final interaction that he had with his world, with the disciples' family, that were a part of the world, that final interaction was directed to his mother. Near the cross of Jesus stood his mother. When Jesus saw his mother there, and the disciple whom he loved standing nearby, he said to his mother, "Dear woman, here is your son." And to the disciple, "Here is your mother." From that time on, the disciple took her into his home. Now, it's a beautiful image of a son caring for his mother, but I think there's a lot more in it. I think that acknowledgement of this is the foundation, this love that we've been experiencing, this love that we call this divine mother, this mother God, this is the foundation for our life experience here and for the transformation that this is about. You know, there's this beautiful part that I see so much in Anna and in Catherine, this, love that kind of surrounds, and like that divine love surrounds us, and it's our job is to let it in. But there's another part. And I didn't understand it until I was able to reflect on my oldest daughter Lisa's experience. Now, many of you know that Lisa was just 11 months old when her mother died. So here's a little baby whose whole world has been her mother. This is the one who has been there from morning to night, who has cared for her, fed her, bathed her, sang with her, read books with her. Everything really was her experience of Kathy, her mother. And that suddenly ended. And here's a child whose world has changed radically. All that was good, the beauty that she'd come to know and experience in life, was no longer there. Now, as her father, I was there. But the truth is, my role was insignificant compared to her mother's. And suddenly then I'm step in, and I didn't fully understand all that had taken there until some years later. Lisa was probably 13 or 14. We were at my parents' home in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and there were pictures of the children on the walls. So we were going along, and here was Lisa and I were looking at the pictures, and here's a picture of Lisa, her first Christmas. So she's at that time maybe 7, 8 months old, and Kathy is holding her. They're sitting there by the Christmas tree, and she's got her head down on her mother's shoulder. And she's just resting there. She's being held in that love. She looked at the picture and said, "That was the last time I was happy." Now, I knew when she said it that there had been many, many happy times within our family. That there had been times when she'd been joyous and just filled with beautiful, wonderful experiences. And Catherine had become her mother, and they were close, and it was a beautiful bond and relationship. But I understood what she was saying. That happiness, that fullness that she'd known in that moment as that little baby had been taken away. And there was a hole there that had never filled. There was a part of her happiness that nothing could ever replace. Some years later, Lisa had married, and she had her first baby, a magnificent little boy named Corwin. And we were at their house playing with Corwin. And Lisa had these beautiful scarves that she just, they'd kind of float down in the air around the baby. And his eyes were just huge, and his giggles, just this experience of this soft touch and color and beauty around him. And I was enjoying what the baby was experiencing. But I was watching what Lisa was experiencing. I saw her love. And in that love, I saw complete happiness. And I understood that hole had filled. There is a part of our own healing. There's a part of this being that we are that is never whole until we are able to give that love away to another. That is the sacred gift that mothers get. And we each can touch in it as we get to join with them in the ways that all of us get to mother and be that love and be that support. But it reminds me that as much as I know, wow, we are loved. You are loved right now. You are loved right now completely and totally. And we can let that in. We can simply receive it. But there's a whole part of that love that is never complete and full until we give it away to another. In that, we become the presence of this divine mother in the healing of the world, in the healing of humankind, in the healing of our families, in the healing of ourselves. And it's always right there. You're the child of God. No matter how fast you try to run away, all you have to do is put up your hand. It's taken right there. We're on our way because you are loved right now. I'm loved right now. Join me. I'm loved right now. Again, feel it. I am loved right now. Completely and totally. I am loved right now. And your love, the love that flows through you, heals and transforms not only you, but our whole world. Bless you.
Thank you, Reverend David. I invite you now to take a connection card from the seat pocket in front of you. You want to think? Do you want to think? No. Okay. Thanks. With this card, we each have the opportunity to tap into that powerful prayer consciousness throughout our community by leaving a prayer request for yourself or a loved one. And for that personal experience of prayer, our heart ministers will be available following the service. Our heart ministers are wearing the lavender stoles. You may also leave a prayer request at any time on our website. Our spiritual focus of the week is I am loved right now. The ushers will receive your card with the offering toward the end of the music. Thank you. It is now time for our prosperity celebration. For credit card donations, there are envelopes attached to the clipboards in front of your seat. If you are following us from home and would like to leave a donation, please select the Donate Now button on our Watch Live page. Thank you. One of the greatest teachings of truth is that God is the source of all our good. Every blessing that fills our lives is an expression of the love and the goodness of the divine. As we focus upon God being the source of our good, we open ourselves to receive ever-expanding abundance. I invite you now to take your tithe or offering in your hand and know that God is the source of all your good. Please repeat our affirmation with me. Together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God.
Repeat after me. Everything always works out for me.
Everything always works out for me.
That's the song. Now you can sing it.
Sometimes I run into trouble, but everything always works out for me. Sometimes I have lots of problems, but everything always works out for me. Popped a can of soda, it sprayed all over my face. I've never looked better, every hair stays right in place. I've been run into trouble, but everything always works out for me. Everything always works out for me. Everything always works out for me. Oh. Sometimes I need lots of tissues, but everything always works out for me. Sometimes I have lots of issues, but everything always works out for me. Went to see my doctor, an illness here did lurk.
Bummer.
She gave me a placebo, and boy, it really worked.
Yeah, placebo.
Sometimes I run into trouble, but everything always works out for me. Everything always works out for me. Everything always works out for me. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I run into trouble, but everything always works out for me. Sometimes I'm bogged down in details, but everything always works out for me.
Then what happened?
Spilled a cup of coffee all over my new white slacks.
Oh,
Just saw the same style on the Macy's rack.
that worked
But
out nice.
run into trouble,
Here we go.
but everything always works out for me. 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 Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Happy Mother's Day! are marching in the light of God. We 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 are marching. We are marching. Oh, we are marching in the light of God. We are marching. We are marching. Oh, we are marching in the light of God.
All right, embrace these beautiful beings, the ones here and the ones elsewhere in your heart. And let's share our blessing together. Children, you are loved, special, and important. The light of God shines through you. Let's take hands and share together our prayer of protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And our peace song. The love and the light and the peace in the earth right now. So let it shine and have fun.